Check one. I'm so nervous.
Just tell me when you want me to kick off
Well,
because I can't see a time in front of me.
okay, we should be live in the Facebook group now. Let me just jump on and check. I can't jump on and check. Maybe Mac can you check in with Mac and see if we are in fact live.
Sure. Michaela May, if you can see us, give me a little message on Messenger, babe. And Katie Ray should be there too. Just move my phone. I should actually be able to check in FB as well, babe.
Yeah, I'm just having a look too. I don't think it's worked.
No, Michaela said she cannot see it.
Okay, I think now I have mastered it. So, hello everyone. We should be live into the Facebook group now. And I think we are pushing my internet to its absolute limits today.
Gotta love rural living. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting for Matt to confirm that we are good to go, and then I will start.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that we are on there now. So, Em, when you are ready, take us away.
Amazing. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle this one over here. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Emily. I am one of your hosts, and we have Christina with us as well this evening. Welcome to the Unlock Your Dream Life Health, Wealth, and Freedom Masterclass. We are so excited to share this with you, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the time out of your evening and just celebrating you for looking into this opportunity and taking the next step. So, congratulations for being here. Let's get into it and introduce ourselves. So, as I said, my name is Emily. I am a registered nurse. I have been in this profession for 7 years, and although I have loved it, it has brought me some great times and some great friendships. I am just done. I am over it. And I found that I was going to work every day, pouring my heart and soul into my job, and then coming home and not having enough time and energy for my beautiful family. So I looked for a new role. I was looking to completely exit healthcare, and I was just wanting to go to an office job. Although the money wasn't as good, I was prepared to sacrifice that just for my mental health and my sanity. I'd been looking, as I said, for quite a while, and then I came across an ad on Instagram from a fellow nurse and business member, and just saying how she was retiring from nursing and how her life had been completely changed. Clicked on the ad, had a chat, and fast forward, here I am launching my own masterclass. When, yeah, it feels like yesterday I was watching a masterclass and being introduced to this business. So that's my story so far. This business is just, as it says on the screen, allowed me to dream bigger, take risks, and grow. And I'm now in a space where I never thought I would be. I've got amazing people around me, and looking forward to living, the rest of my life on my terms, not dictated by a nursing roster. So that is just a little snippet about me. I'll hand over to Christina.
Thanks, I always love hearing stories about how people have come into this business. We're all so different, yet we all have the same goal, which is generally to live life on our own terms. So I myself had been watching a childhood friend who dabbled in a few low ticket marketing things, and then I'd been watching her expand into this beautiful woman, but also this bigger business. So I came from a childhood of like a single mum, worked as soon as I could, was always doing at least one full-time job, if not two part-time jobs, or full-time job and a part-time job. So very, very busy. And when my last job was coming to an end, I was running my own nutrition practice and studying my master's, and I really didn't want to step back in that 9 to 5. So I reached out to Katie and I was like, what are you doing? I see you're doing something online. And yeah, I watched her masterclass and I jumped in. This business has allowed me to grow so much and has been just an incredible experience, not just professionally, but personally as well. So now we're going to just have a quick disclaimer. You're welcome to pause this on the replay and have a further read through it. Um, but what we're going to share with you today has a huge amount of potential, but ultimately your results come back to you. So depending on the effort that you put into this business, if you treat it like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. But if you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. So you can really leverage all of the mentorships and supports, the masterclasses, everything within the platform to really help set you up and to get you thriving. All right, Em, I'll hand over to you.
Thank you, Christina. Okay, so what we're going to cover this evening. Basically, in 2024 and leading into 2025, which is just around the corner, there are 4 ways to create a leveraged income. And what is a leveraged income? I might hear you say. That is something that we are going to explain further down the track. But first of all, I just want to cover the 4 key areas of our business, and that is partnering with the ultimate offer, which we already have that for you. So you do not need to worry. You do not need to go out and find the offer. That can be the hardest part sometimes. We've got that covered. Secondly, you need to be able to attract leads to that offer. And the way that we do that is using social media. Again, we will dive right into this during this masterclass. Third on the list is automating that offer. So, how to leverage automated systems, and simplify your approach. Time is our most precious resource. So, we really want to lean into that automation so we can be working full time on our life and part time on our business. And lastly, leveraging mentorship and community. So, in this business, we have access to high level training and expert mentorships, which again, we will talk into. And you really need to have the right leaders and right community around you to build your business. And in this space, you don't have to pay a hefty price tag. So that is just a basic overview of what we will be covering today. Okay, Christina.
And to start off, before we jump into all the juiciness, I just wanted to let you all see this quote from Tim Ferriss. Now, I don't know if you all know Tim Ferriss, but he is an incredible human. He uses his body as a like as a practice run for everything he does, and his whole life is based on seeing what works. So he's just a massive inspiration to me. And one of his quotes out of the 4 hour work week is most people find an income stream and then they find a way to enjoy their life in the small pockets of time they have left. But the key to a successful life is to get clear on your dream life first and then find an income stream that supports this dream life. How empowering does it feel when you think about putting your dream life first and then creating an income that supports this rather than the other way around?
I just love that so much. And yeah, gives me goosies. I'm already mind blown by that because that is something, that I was never asked until I started in this business. So today I want to ask you, what does freedom mean to you? And what does your dream life look like? So, for some of you, this might be the first time you've ever been asked that question. Have you ever thought about it, or has anyone even asked you? And also, I want to tie into this. If time and money were no issue, what would you be doing? Would you still work if you didn't have to? There are plenty of people out there who I know absolutely are so passionate about their jobs. And that was me once upon a time. And I think in the grand scheme of things, maybe I would go back to nursing if I had to do it for the love. But there's also a lot of people these days who go to work because they have to and because they are financially tied. If they don't go to work, they don't earn any money. And if they don't have any money, they can't live. So in our society, it's normalized to ask kids, what do you want to do when you grow up? Or what do you want to be? Instead of what do you want to achieve? How can you impact people? So, following on from that, I just want you to have a think about how you reflected on what your dream life is and where you are right now in relation to your dream life. So, if you've got a notepad handy and if you are watching the replay, you can pause this. We call this a life audit check in. And we've got some categories there on the right hand side: health, wealth, time, family, mindset, community, contribution, and celebration. I want you to give yourself a rating from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, meaning you're absolutely killing it and you wouldn't want to change it, and 1 being the lowest. Where are you now? And where do you aspire to be? So, as I said, if you're on the replay, just give it a pause and jot down, and I'll move to the next slide. So, how did you go with that, guys? Did you score 10s in all those areas, or is there room for improvement? If you have scored 10s, I take my hat off to you. Amazing. I think there's always room for improvement. And yeah, I know I always strive to be better. So, are you doing the things now to move yourself forward towards this goal? If you're only scoring 5s, 6s, why are you scoring 5s and 6s? And what do you need to do? So, where would you like to be in 12 months? And what needs to change right now for this to happen? In order to get your money and health back, you must be willing to invest both time and money. Because if you're not changing it, you are choosing it. Okay, so I asked you guys what freedom means for you, and I just want to share a little bit about what freedom means to me. So for me, freedom means choice. I want to be able to put my health and wellness first. And for me, choosing health means that I can have 3 different gym memberships, 1 for yoga, 1 for CrossFit, 1 for Pilates. That's health for me. And I don't have to think about, the financial ramifications of that. I also want to buy organic and sustainably built and grown foods. True wealth, I want to secure my future. That goes without saying. I'm sure everyone here wants to secure their future, not just for us, but for generations to come. Leveraged time. So choosing to spend time on myself and my family rather than being stretched 1,000 different ways. I know a lot of mums that come into this space, they go to work, they're not super passionate about their job, they need to pay bills, and they drop their kids at daycare every day. And for them, that breaks their heart. They want to be at home. raising their babies. And this is a space where you can definitely do that. And location flexibility. There's a lot of other people in this industry who travel and they work from anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection. And for me, I love to go back to Queensland and I love to travel and camp. So anywhere there's a Wi-Fi connection, you'll find me logging in and doing my content. Okay, I'm going to hand over to you, Christina.
Thank you, Emily. Um, I just love that. I love being able to reflect on where we are right now and what we want and getting real about what we need to do to make our dream life our current reality. So it's time to talk about what the ultimate offer is. So we align the ultimate offer with a leveraged income model. So this allows you to put time and effort in and you get paid now, but you also get paid well into the future. We need to choose a product or a service that people really want, need, love, that they're hungry for, and that's going to benefit their health. A model that supports people and the planet to really thrive. And we have found the perfect offer, so don't even worry about that. We also want this offer to be a high ticket versus low ticket. So we want to be paid a high commission for our efforts instead of a low commission. So this really comes into the example of a real estate model, right? If you're selling houses and you're putting in all the effort and you're selling either a $500,000 house or $1 million house, like you're going to want the commissions off the $1 million house for the amount of effort that you're putting in. They both take the same amount, but amount of effort in, and then you choose which one you want. So the $1 million sounds much better to me. This offer is also already well established, and we'll go into a little bit of detail about that later. And it's well positioned within the health and wellness industry. So everybody since COVID is really focusing on health and wellness and really getting themselves and their bodies in the best possible shape. So this offer just really helps them promote that. And it also, like the commissions are up to and over 50% of the sale, which is incredible when most companies only give you 15%. And then no extra leverage with that either, which we will talk into more. So, what is leverage income compared to linear income? Linear income is your model of your everyday 9 to 5. You're paying your bills, you're going to work, trading time for money, and when you stop working, the income stops coming in. In this leveraged model, we get to put in time and effort, which gives us results now, and it continues in the future. So, in other words, the work you put in now can generate reoccurring profits well into the future. So, where are you? What model of income are you earning? Are you in that leveraged income where if you were to stop working today, you continue to get paid? Or are you in the linear model where if you stop working, the money stops rolling in? There's two different ways to create this model, right? We can create our own offer, which takes high investment in. There is a lot of toll on you. You're wearing all the hats. You're doing the HR, the admin, the marketing, everything to do with the business. You are all of it. It takes a lot of time to work out a product that really converts and that people want. And it takes usually 3 to 5 years to make any sort of profit when creating your own offer. And in this, it can be very isolating. You're working alone, you don't have that mentorship containers right with you. And if you do, you're paying for them at a really high cost. Whereas when you affiliate with our offer, you have a much lower upfront investment. You have access to amazing tools and resources that help you to focus on building your business and really achieving your goals. And you get to partner with a product and the people that people really want and need. And you start making profit after 3 to 5 quad sales. So it's a really quick return on investment. And the best part about it for me is you get to collaborate with like-minded individuals and access really high level mentorships without the high cost. But just being around these people who are so like-minded really keeps you motivated, lights your fire, and there's always that level of support with you. All right. Now, did you guys know that the most two Googled questions right now are how do I create an extra income and how do I improve my health and well-being? These aren't just random questions, they reflect a global crisis. Right now, people are facing a dual pandemic, sickness and financial instability. The truth is, more than ever, individuals are searching for ways not only to survive, but to thrive. It's time to take control of your health and wellness, and we have the solution waiting here for you. So, people out there have real problems, and then they have dreams and goals on how they would rather live and earn. And you have the opportunity to connect them with this solution. And when they buy in, you get the commission for it. With this sickness that is coming about, like people on average are ingesting 5 grams of plastic per week when drinking from bottled water or eating from food in plastic containers. Like this is just the microplastic situation is horrendous. The chlorine in our water and other harmful chemicals that are getting put into it lead to some serious health issues, including respiratory problems, skin irritation, and increased risk of liver, kidney, and central nervous system damage. Not to mention the electromagnetic fields that are out from our phones, our laptops, our Wi-Fi devices are affecting 90% of the global population. And I'm just going to go into a little bit more detail about this later, but it is truly horrific. So it's affecting our families, our children, and everyone we love. Also, the last few years since COVID, global inflation has risen dramatically. Prices have gone up at least 20 to 30%, and our wages, as you know, have not gone up at all. This has resulted in about 63 people living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't know about you, but I know exactly how that feels. And it is sickening to think that it has gone up to such a high percent. There's also research that shows 40% of jobs like are now contract based. So the job security is very low and the benefits in that there's just none. Like you could lose your job tomorrow. And nearly 45% of adults are needing that second job or side hustle just to meet basic living expenses. So the world as we know it isn't going in the best option. But we have the solution and we're going to break down this offer for you. What is this offer, you're wondering? I'll hand it over to Em.
Okay, I get to talk about the juicy stuff. Thank you, Christina. Um, just I want you guys to have a little reflection on what Christina's said. I'm not sure if you are aware or were aware of the problems that have been raised and the issues that have been raised by Christina, or if this is stuff that you're hearing for the first time. But being humans, we usually are solution focused. So where there is a problem, we always try and find a solution. And we have the ultimate solution for you by partnering with the ultimate offer. This takes the guesswork out of it for you, which that in itself can be a total nightmare. As I said right at the start, that's one of the hardest things about starting your own business is finding a product that is sought after, that is recognized, that is reliable. And as I said, we've already found a completely established brand for you. So, 4 key products. We've got our K8 water ionizer, which is our flagship of the 4. This is a kitchen item that sits on your bench and produces over 68 different types of water that you can use in 68 different ways in your home. some of my favorites are obviously drinking, and I also love it to do my washing and clean my benches in. So it creates changes, also changes the alkalinity of the water, so it goes from 2.5 to 11.5 and everywhere in between. The second item is the Anespa, which is our in-home shower spa system. I know Christine is going to speak to this down the track. She actually has two. But your skin is your biggest organ. So we've already spoken a little bit about, what we're ingesting through our mouths, water-wise, but you need to think about what you're showering in as well, because your skin is porous and that is going straight into your body. So it's a filter and it's ionized as well, and then it's also producing 6.5, which is the best for your skin. Our third product is our M Guard. It's actually our most newest product, and it neutralizes all of the harmful electromagnetic fields that are being put out. So I know people put this in their car. A lot of people have electric cars, but that's still electromagnetic fields. Or people just have it on their kitchen bench, near their microwave, near their Wi-Fi router, and it neutralizes those harmful, toxic waves that are going out into the environment. And also the turmeric supplement. So this turmeric is grown in Okinawa, which is in one of the blue zones. I will also talk a little bit to that down the track. It is an anti-inflammatory. Turmeric's been used as an anti-inflammatory property for centuries. And it is no secret that there's so much inflammation in the world today, largely linked to the stressful lives that we are living. And this turmeric supplement helps to combat that. It comes in a capsule, tea, or soap form, and I take the capsules every day. So not only can these products make you money, they can improve your health and help eliminate some of the nasties that we have just learned about. We are solving a global health problem and partnering with one of the most generous commission offers out there. So we're solving two problems, and at the same time, we are building generational wealth. What is really in the water that you're consuming? Have a think about that. Okay, so as I said, we've touched a little bit about on this one. There's a list here of some of the most common and concerning hidden dangers found in our water systems. I myself have lived all over this big brown land, and I spent a lot of time living in the outback communities of remote Northern Territory. And the water out there was so bad that it would actually corrode the taps, and the taps would end up breaking off because of all the calcium and chlorine, and I don't even know what else was in there. So during that time I was living there, like, my skin was terrible, my hair was terrible, I was red and blotchy. If I had known about this machine then, I would have just been so, yeah, my life would have been changed. But it's here now. So yeah, just looking at those chemicals that can be found, like antibiotics, again, as a nurse, that's something that you are meant to dispose of correctly, but that doesn't always happen. So there's things rushing into our waterways and then being recycled and coming back through our taps and into our bodies. Another thing which is found in a lot of waters is heavy metals, and there is a strong link between poor reproductive health and heavy metals. And that's, being a young female, that is something that is really concerning. So just thinking, what's going into my body, what's in there, and how can we combat that problem? So what type of water are you drinking? Spring water, filtered water, bottled water, rainwater? Myself, I grew up on rainwater, and I thought I was pretty fancy with my rainwater, and I would go to, friends' houses or go out for dinner and couldn't stand the taste of town water. Thought it was disgusting. But my parents weren't in a financial place to be buying bottled water when we went out for dinner, and it was get what you get and you don't get upset. And then, as I said, growing up, living around the country, you just learn to deal with it, and your tastes do adjust, and you just think nothing of it. And then you introduce Kangen water into your life, and you taste that, and let me tell you, there is absolutely no going back. Um, Not only like with the water that's in our system coming out of our taps, there's a lot of people thinking that bottled water is a better option, but it comes with its own downfalls as well. Not only the cost, but it's terrible for the environment. We've all seen empty bottles laying around. And it's been proven these days that there are so many microplastics in bottled water. So it really is not very good for you. Those microplastics are going into your body. And I'll just flick over to the next slide actually and touch up a little bit on that there. So just take a moment to read that one. So to some extent, by drinking bottled water, we really are drinking the poison. It is no secret that the microplastics are everywhere, as I've said, and these microplastics are penetrating our cell membranes. Do you guys think it's a coincidence that people are getting sicker? Again, something else that I've mentioned, my passion for the environment. Approximately 200 million metric tons of plastics ends up in our oceans. As plastics break down, they release toxic chemicals, contaminating marine food chains and ultimately threatening human health. I grew up in the Whitsundays, and I can tell you, I've snorkeled regularly, but right out on the actual Barrier Reef, I've snorkeled 3 times in 30 years, and I can tell you that it's gradually deteriorated. And, Australia is such a beautiful country. We are so privileged to live here, and I'm sure that you would want your children to experience the same beautiful beaches and oceans that we have had the privilege of growing up in. By buying this product that is eliminating the use of bottled water and helping to clean up our waterways. So the choice that you make today could really help change the outcome.
Thank you, Em. So, a little bit more before we really get into the juiciness of our offer is to unlock your health and is to unlock your hydration in a way. So, the human body is over 70% water. So, hydration is critical for overall health. Poor quality water and dehydration impairs the body's ability to eliminate toxins, creating an acidic environment that promotes inflammation and chronic issues. So, this can lead to fatigue, digestive problems, joint pain, long-term illnesses, and this has all been supported by a lot of research. And one of my favorites is you're not sick, you're thirsty. So, to change your water is really to change your life. Kangen water enhances hydration, reduces oxidative stress, and improves cellular balance, ensuring that the body is adequately detoxified and promoting hydration. So, just 1.5 liters of Kangen water every day is equal to antioxidants provided by hundreds of fruits and veggies. So, that's a pretty good trade-off right there. So we want to fuel our bodies with the purest of water. So the K8 water ionizer transforms regular tap water into hydrogen-rich ionized alkaline water, which supports deep hydration at the cellular level. So its powerful antioxidant properties, help neutralize free radicals, reducing inflammation and promoting detoxification. So the one machine that replaces pretty much it all. It has over 68 uses and can replace all of your bottled water, all of your all-purpose cleaner, bleach, laundry detergent, fruit and veggie wash, makeup remover, toner, deodorant. There are so many. We could be here for days just reading out everything that it can do. Um, so our home can be full of toxins. We can have all of these things, washing powders, cleaners, usually locked away in a laundry cupboard somewhere where our children and our pets can't access them. Why? Because these chemicals are toxic and are going to harm our children and pets if they happen to get in contact with them. But the thing is, you're washing clothes in them, you're spraying them all around the house, you're using them to clean bench tops and floors. So your children are touching them every day. You're touching them every day. So by investing into this machine, you're investing into your health, your family's health, and you can get rid of all of those toxic chemicals and save yourself on average $2,000 a year on cleaning products, which is a pretty good return on investment before you even make a sale. So don't just take our word for it. You'll see here, there's a lot of peer-reviewed papers that show how amazing the hydrogen-rich water is and how it can benefit your body and your health. So there are quite a few studies on that screen. And if you are interested, I would more than recommend doing your own research and using a really good quality search engine like PubMed, where they are peer-reviewed studies. Um, yeah. Alrighty. So, did you know that your skin is your largest organ in your body? It is extremely porous and it absorbs everything that we put on it. And most of us don't realize this. All the toners that we're using, the makeup, the water that we're washing ourselves in or having a bath in, it's all impacting on our body and our skin. So the chlorine heavy metals in our tap water actually strip away our natural oils and they can irritate our skin and even affect our hair health, which is pretty wild. And the chlorinated or chemical treated water, it doesn't just rinse off, it gets absorbed in. So even after you dry yourself down, your body's already absorbed half of those chemicals straight in. So we have the solution to this. We have the Anespa. And as Em mentioned, I do have two of these. I love the thought of having my own mineral spa in my shower, but also for any guests and our future family to enjoy without being chlorinated in tap water. So the Anespa transforms tap water into a mineral infused spa. So the ceramic stones and minerals actually from the Japanese hot springs and in the fountain of youth. So it is just next level. And I still remember my first shower in this water. It felt so soft. My hair was soft. My skin was soft. I just could not believe the results. One of the next products that we have is the turmeric. So a lot of us know that turmeric is an extreme antioxidant. So it helps to really reduce the inflammation in our body, and really boost our immune system. We have probably the best that I've seen on the market, which is I have a lot of practitioner brands go through my hands and that I've done research on. And this one, it's grown and harvested in the Kangen water, and it is honestly one of the best. So we also have that. Um, our next product, Emma's touched on this a little bit, the EMF exposure. that we have around our house, and it is everywhere. We can't avoid it. If we have a smartphone, if we have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth headphones are one of my most hated things. Any other appliances that we have that connect via Bluetooth, printers even, they're all setting off these electromagnetic fields. So what this does to our body is it increases our stress. It can increase heart issues, anxiety, weakens our immune system, and has a huge potential for long-term health concerns. So this product we have, the M Guard, it is amazing for neutralizing the EMF exposures that are coming off these products and just makes your home a really safe place for you and your family to be living your best lives and knowing that you're doing the best thing for your health. Now, I'm going to hand over to Em to talk a little bit more about our partnership.
Thank you so much, Christina. You explained all of those things amazingly and in much more detail than me. So thank you so much. So yeah, I just want to talk about the powerful partnership. We are so blessed that we have chosen, or the people that come before us have chosen to partner with this company. They have been in business for 50 years, and Mr. Oshira has a 500-year vision from for this company and is a part of the Direct Sales Association. So they're really leading the way in health and wellness, and their goal is to enhance health and build wealth and protect the environment. Three things that, as I said, we are super passionate about. Enagic has over 37 locations across 22 countries, and they are constantly opening new branches. They have offices in the Middle East and in Africa. So they've come all the way from Okinawa, which I did touch on earlier, is a blue zone. So historically known for its longevity. If anyone caught the documentary on the blue zones, there was about 6 or 7 areas of the world where people live on average much longer than the rest of the world. And it's no secret why the people of Okinawa live a lot longer than, yeah, most of the average person. As I said, they're constantly expanding. It's a global growth market. And Christina also touched on the fact there's 68 uses. There's not really much that this machine doesn't do. So, do you want to just flick over to the next one, babe? Thank you. Being a part of the movement. When I wanted to become an entrepreneur and create freedom in my life, I did not think I would be here selling water ionizers. I saw the ad, I saw what this person was doing, and they advertised that they had a high ticket item. And I was so curious. I dived straight in and I found out it was a water machine, which, long story short, is actually super suited to me because I was always that girl with the water bottle. And I still am that girl with the water bottle. But back to the entrepreneur journey, being an entrepreneur isn't about selling something that you want to sell. Like, if it was that easy, we would all be entrepreneurs, right? It's more about selling something that is in demand and it's going to solve global problems. Consumers are becoming more health conscious and are actively seeking products that can help improve their overall health and wellness. This is something that we have repeated over and over throughout this presentation, but we're saying it because it's the truth. And as one of our previous slides said, like, the health and wellness industry is like $1 trillion industry. People will do anything and pay anything if they think it's going to improve their health. In the next 2032, sorry, and I was going to say in the next few years, water ionizers are expected to grow 8.7% every year until 2032. So it's quite an untapped market at the moment, but I think you'll find by 2032, every second house will have one of these on their bench because they just can't go past the benefits. And just leading into that, with the water ionizers growing, I'll just go into the next slide. We've got some of the top grossing industries. NFL, music industry, movie industry, organic food industry, video gaming industry. The direct sales industry is worth the most there. And again, this is something I had never heard of until I came into this space, and now I am a part of it. And I'm a part of a $200 billion industry. That's not something that everyone can say. And as I said, with the water ionizer market growing, 2022, it was valued at 2.46 billion and it's expected to grow to 5.67 billion by 2032. So the numbers don't lie, guys. They are there on your screen. So the sexy stuff. That's my job tonight, Christina. Thank you. All right. So unlocking true wealth. You can see there on the screen our amazing 4 products that we have talked about and we will continue to talk about until we can't talk no more. Just by having these products in your home, you are having a return on investment for the rest of your life, not just because of your health and your family's health, but also the amount of products it can replace. You are saving, which is already a return on investment. You won't be buying glass cleaner, washing powder, sanitizer, mouthwash. You won't be buying any of that stuff, okay? We have a way to actually earn as well, just as an everyday person who is using these products. So not only are you getting a return on investment, you can earn money from them. So let's talk about the best way that Christina and I recommend to unlock true wealth. And that is with our quad strategy. Christina and I both started on this strategy, and we personally think it is the best way. Christina is going to talk a little bit more into the numbers shortly. But basically, if you come in on a quad, you are going to earn $656 commission back straight away. A lot of people come into this business on finance, and that is honestly their first few months of repayments covered. And that gives them time to start making their own sales. On their first 5 quad sales, you can earn up to $15,000 in commissions. So that's your investment paid off. And then on your next 6 quad sales, you can earn $45,000. I know people out there that are going to work, putting their kids in daycare, and earning less than $45,000. So the company pays out over 57% in commissions to its distributors, so more than half. And that's another reason why we love to partner with this company. It is so generous and it really does reward its members for the hard work that we put in. I'll hand it back over to you, Christina.
Thank you. Now I get to talk about all the juicy stuff. So everything that I'm going to go into detail in the next couple of slides, sorry, everything I'm going to cover over the next couple of slides is going to be a high level view. We have trainings in the platform on each thing, which goes into a lot more depth and detail. And it really helps break it down more. So this slide, I want to talk about the power of leverage. So when you start, and again, this is based on if you were to come in on a single product. So if you were to come in on just a K8, you fill your first 2 sales lanes and you receive around $400 commission on both of those. Once you get into your 2A lane, you'll get about $800 commission. And from your sale here to Jess, every sale she makes, you will receive a 2A commission on. So if she sells to Kelly, you will get $800 commission. And depending on which lane Jess is in at the time, she will get the commission relevant to that lane. So then when she sells to Jeff, you will get $800. When she sells to Ben, you will get $800, and so on and so on and so on. Now, obviously, this is based on a single product, so the numbers are pretty low. When you come in on a quad, you actually fill your first 2 lanes and you get straight into a higher income, which is on the next page. So coming in on a quad, you sell your 2 sales. You fill your 2 sales in your 1A lane and you jump straight into your 2A lane. So your first sale, you're getting $1,500 back. on just one sale, which is pretty incredible. If you were to come in on a single product, your first sale will be in your 1A lane and you're only getting $400. So, girl math here, it's much better to come in on a quad, which is what Em and I recommend, and then you're actually making quite a hefty profit straight up. And if you're really serious about your business, you can come in on a fast track, which is 5 products. So you're well and truly filled your 1A lane, you're halfway through your 2A lane, and then you've only got not many sales until you're in your next lane, but straight away, your first sale is going to be around that $2,300 mark. So, pretty incredible. There is a lot more training on this, but it is an amazing opportunity. All right. Now, we have a little pathway to unlock $1 million, right? So, most people in their day-to-day job earn around, well, not even $100,000 for the year. So if we were to try and meet our everyday job and earn that $100,000 a year, it would be one sale every 3 weeks, one quad sale every 3 weeks. I think that's pretty achievable, don't you? One sale in 3 weeks. Now, if we want to go a bit further and earn 500K for the year, that's six quad sales for the month, which is still pretty achievable. It's just over a sale a week. And then we can get really ambitious and aim for the $1 million, which is 13 sales a month, 3 sales a week. And then you're at $1 million, baby. Now, this is our amazing compensation plan. So, once you start, you will aim on building your first business up to 6A. So this is a total of 100 sales. And if you're selling via a quad, that's only 25 people to introduce into this business. Now, not to mention by the time you get here, you've already made about 250 grand in USD commissions to reach this place. You are also getting a $3,000 bonus just for hitting this title. Now, we recommend you open a second business at this point. And once you build that up to 6A, you will be at a 6A2, which you will get a $6,000 bonus. And you will also start to receive monthly and quarterly bonuses forever. As your team grows and your businesses grow, you'll be able to scale up and scale up. And with each level you get scaled up, you end up getting more and more. And you're not truly free until you hit -3. So up here at -3, you get a 25 grand bonus just for hitting this business, hitting this level. And then you get monthly 5 grand payments again forever. And these are payable to your children and their children and their children. So generational wealth and legacy income, it just continues to grow and go. So as you can see, you can be quite ambitious and really grow your business, and you can end up earning quite a lot each month just by being a part of this amazing community and making your sales. So, very high level overview. There is a lot of training that goes into a lot more details while you're doing this. But how exciting is this opportunity and where it could take you? All right, now I'm going to.
Sorry, I'm so excited I cut you off. I was replying to your question and I was gonna say so exciting. Every time I need to print that out and stick it on my wall because every time I see it, it makes me so excited. Okay, so now we're just gonna cover like a couple of general questions because people will often, once people find out that you're in a sales industry, the first thing they will say is it's a pyramid scheme or it's an MLM. And to start with, pyramid schemes are illegal and MLMs are completely different. So I'm just going to do an MLM versus leveraged income that we do. So traditional MLM, there's monthly quotas, and if you don't perform, you're going to lose your rank. So our income model, there are no quotas and you are never going to lose your rank. one of the amazing leaders in our space took some time offline recently to birth her first baby, and she actually had the biggest month she's ever had. So just think about that, taking time off and actually making more money. It's incredible. With your low ticket and your high ticket, so low ticket means you're selling cheaper items and you're getting a smaller return. High ticket, as we've covered, you can get anywhere from $400 to $7,000 per sale. So let's just use Christina's selling a house analogy. If you're a real estate agent and you have five houses on your book, each worth five different prices, ranging from 500,000 to maybe $5 million. If you live in Sydney, that's definitely a possibility. So all of these houses, they're going to take the same amount of time and effort to sell. You've got to do up the flyers, you've got to contact people, you've got to go to auction, you've got to advertise. However, you're going to get paid more on that highest priced house, the $5 million house. So if you had the choice, wouldn't you just go around selling $5 million houses and getting higher commissions? Because it's the same effort, as we're saying, you're just making more. And that's exactly the same in this business. So no generational wealth building in MLMs. I didn't even know what generational wealth building was until I came into this space. And you guys are probably the same as well. So what you've seen tonight has probably knocked your socks off just like it did to me. This leveraged income model, as Christina said, this money is willable to your children. So I know one thing I was told as a child was money doesn't grow on trees, and that is something that has stuck with me. And I don't want to have to say that to my children. I want to be able to provide. And with this generational wealth building model, I'll be able to provide for not only them, but for their children and their children and their children. The MLMs usually have licensing fees. We do not have any licensing fees. We do have an optional extra platform that I will talk about at the end, but no licensing fees. And MLMs, you're looking at recruiting, and you're recruiting from a place of scarcity and desperation because you know you have to hit those monthly quotas. Whereas with our leveraged income model, we attract people. As I'm going to go on to in the next slide, I'll just flick to that now, Christina.
Yeah.
Your biggest superpower is that you are you. People are already following you, and they're following you for a reason, okay? So let's talk about attracting leads and how we do that. We use social media. When I say following, they're not following you down the street, hopefully. They're following you on the social medias, whether that be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever it's called. I don't know. Don't come for me, Elon. So we have two ways that we like to build the business. We've got organic strategies versus paid advertising, okay? So a lot of people see this and they go, oh, I don't want to post on social media. Or they might say, oh, I don't have a big following. I've only got my friends and family. You're not really targeting your friends and family. You want to target people that are like-minded to you. And we teach you how to optimize your social media. We teach you all of this in the platform. Myself at the moment, I think I've currently got maybe 1,000, 1,100 followers, but after doing the training and working out how to leverage Instagram, I personally use Instagram, leverage Instagram for myself. Like I'm reaching 14,000 accounts. So just think about that, guys. You can still go far with a small following, okay? And there's no prior experience or prior social media audience required, okay? You learn from the top social media experts in this industry. And we can teach you everything. Okay, so I love this slide. It is just a simple 6-step guide. I particularly love the chickie in the robe because that's what we want to be doing, okay? We want to use social media, education, automation, and duplication. We want to be chilling out in our robe while we are making money, okay? We want to keep it simple. If it's too hard, you are doing it wrong. And if you're not having fun, you're also doing it wrong. So basically, as I said, we have the paid or organic marketing to bring in the hungry buyers. They realize that they've got a problem and they realize you've got the solution. They watch a masterclass just like the one that you are watching now. They book in a call with our DBS specialists. Again, you don't have to do this call. You just send them to the DBS and the DBS does the work for you. They invest in their own wellness products and change their life. They activate a distributor ID and then they launch their business, and they receive mentorship inside our academy. It really is that simple, guys. Now, the most exciting part, the best part, is we have the right offer and we have a way to get that offer in front of buyers. Now it's time to automate that offer. And what is automation? I hear you say. Automation basically is about making money while you sleep. Okay. So we want to make sales 24/7. We want to use a system that does the heavy lifting for us, that allows time flexibility, location flexibility, and freedom. So, how does this happen? You can have people accessing your social media any time of day or night, or people can be watching ads. If you're choosing the paid route, people can be watching ads at any time, hence the make money while you sleep. They see an ad, they click on your bio or your link, and you direct them to a masterclass. They can even go all the way to booking in a sales call without having even chatted to you, because we have all done for you funnels. So funnels means everything is set up in the background for you to upscale your business, and it's all with the click of a button. It is truly amazing, guys. And we also have done for you education. So you're not expected to know it all. Obviously, Christina and I are sitting here tonight. A couple of weeks ago when we were told that to make a webinar, we were quietly dying, but you get pushed outside your comfort zone within a degree. So we won't expect you to be getting on making a webinar and attracting leads to your webinar within your first couple of weeks of the business. You get to leverage people like Christina and I, and you get to leverage the platform with all the education. So you don't have to train people or explain everything. And if you don't know, we've got it all in our academy, or you've always got access to your mentors and your leaders to ask questions and help guide you through this process, okay? Okay. So speaking of coming into this process and guiding you through this process, your journey to success starts right here and right now. As I said, you are not alone, and with the right support and tools, the next step is yours to take. We have a mentorship starting on Tuesday. I think there's only about 10 spots left. They have been filled really fast. So if you are looking at this tonight and you are thinking, oh my God, I am mind blown, my life has changed, then I urge you to reach back out to the person that invited you here. It might have been me, might have been Christina, might have been someone else in our team. Reach back out to them, get your call booked. I think we're going to go into that in the next slide, actually. The next slide's the academy. But yeah, reach back out, get your call booked, and get your paperwork sorted, because this mentorship is starting Tuesday and it is absolutely priceless. Christina and I both came in on mentorships, and the access that you have to people, the direct access to some of the top leaders, top earners, people that are earning $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 months in this space, is just truly incredible. So that's something that you do not want to miss. Now, once you do come on board with this amazing offer, we just want to quickly touch on the academy, what you have access to. So this is a platform that will honestly be your Bible for starting and running your business, with, of course, Christina and I by your side. There is a small fee to this platform. It's an optional extra. However, Christina and I both saw the benefit, and with the wealth of knowledge and expertise, and decided to opt in. I know I was initially quite skeptical, just because it is a huge investment cost, and then you're asked to jump into this. But I definitely don't regret. It's got training anywhere from mindset, ads, organic leads, money. It goes right into the healing journey, your relationship with money, It's got all the funnels. It's also got even a daily and weekly method of operation. So it's got a step-by-step guide on what you should be doing every day to reach your goals. And if you go in and do the DMOs, daily method of operation every day, you even get a little confetti at the end to celebrate you for doing all the do's. So almost time to wrap up, guys, but I just want to talk to the 4 C's in our community. So the Academy has been built by the top 1% earners in the industry on 4 core values: community, celebration, contribution, collaboration. Community, as I said, you're not alone. Firstly, you've come to us already. You can see that we're here and you can see what's going on in the Facebook chat as well. So it's honestly a top organization globally. And I've connected with nurses on the other side of the world through this, and I've connected with people all over the country. Celebration, it gets to be fun. We celebrate everything from Anagic's 50th birthday. I know a lot of my teamies traveled all the way to Japan to celebrate that, which was an incredible week. I'm hoping to get to the next celebration. But even the small ones, even if you're having your first conversation, you've always got your team there cheering you on, and it's just incredible. Contribution. So this is a big thing, and Agic does partner with, they have a global water campaign to help try and get clean water into as many communities as possible, and they raise funds for that. So it's more than just personal gain, it's about giving back. So whether that's on a global level like a Nagic does, or whether it's on a local level for you. I know volunteering is something that I'm quite passionate about. It's just something that gets pushed to the back just because of all the other priorities piling up. But I did read a story from Christy today, one of our amazing leaders in this space. And I think she said she was speaking to someone, and I think they'd been volunteering for over 3 years. And they were getting an income from an Agic while they were volunteering, and they were so fulfilled by that. And this business was allowing them to do that. And also collaboration. So you find your tribe, and that is one thing that I'm so grateful for with this business. Because it's all about you and your personal brand, you will find like-minded people and they will gravitate towards you. So it's just amazing. Like, I've met so many different people that are in my little pod, and we all have the same values, and that's because we were put together for a reason. So collaborating with your tribe and finding people that, you align with is just amazing. And as another amazing mentor says, Sinead, social media in the hands of the right people will change the world. And I truly believe that one. So we've just got some bubbles of some quotes and comments and whatnot of people. So we'll flick over to that, why people have partnered with this offer. And if you're on the replay, just pause it, guys. If you're on live, just have a quick flick. Okay. So what are your next steps? Book your discovery call. Do not waste any more time. As I said, we have a mentorship starting Tuesday. So you need to get on that discovery call ASAP. And how do you get on that discovery call? As I said earlier, get back in contact with the person that sent you here. If you have any other questions, concerns, comments, anything you're not sure on, anything that you feel like we did not cover tonight, please reach back out to Christina or myself, and we will do our best to get back to you ASAP and assist you in getting booked in that discovery call. Before you do the discovery call, you'll complete the discovery process. Again, we'll help you and lead you towards that path. It is just such a powerful, amazing experience that allows you to really dream, really dig deep, think about what we mentioned and touched on earlier, but get really deep and think, what is my dream life? Was I put on this planet to eat, sleep, work? Is that what I'm here for, or am I here for something bigger? So it's amazing. I can't wait for you guys to go through that. And then following the discovery process and your call, it's getting started, unlocking the health and wealth through leveraged income. So that is all for me. Yabbering on. I will hand it back to Christina. Waste no time. Get on to one of us straight away to get your call organized. And thanks for coming. Christina, what have you got to say, doll?
Thank you so much, Em. You have explained everything so wonderfully, and I'm so excited for everyone to jump on and get started. So, thank you everyone for coming in and watching our live masterclass or even on the replay. Um, we've put a lot of effort into this, so it's really feels good to be presenting it to you all and to share all of our knowledge and how you can get started. One thing I will say with this discovery process, it is incredibly empowering. You get so much reflection out of it, and yeah, it's the best. And to jump in now while we have like a mentorship coming up, like it is just the most incredible opportunity. So get onto us, get into our DMs so we can get you guys started, and I can't wait to see you all soon. All right. See you,
Thanks,
everyone.
Christina. Thanks, guys.
Okay, our video has ended.
You've ended the live.
Yeah.
Good job, babe. You did amazing.